Welcome Dragon Age fans, this is my first character profiles video. This one is going to be about Cassandra Pentagust. Who is she, what is she, and what is her role in the upcoming Dragon Age Inquisition? All of these questions will be answered in this video, so stick around. Cassandra Pentagust, Hero of Valais, Right Under the Divine, and Seeker of Truth. How did she reach these titles? Well, it all began in 922 of the Dragon Age. Cassandra is part of the Nevian royal family of Pentagust. Though she did not want the wealth, she did not want the privilege, so instead she joined the Seekers of Truth. Why did she join them? Well, it all started when she was very young, when her brother Anthony was killed by blood mages. Due to Cassandra witnessing her brother's murder, she always had a hatred for mages, maleficarum or not. During the events of Dragon Age Dawn of the Seeker, Cassandra finds out that there is a conspiracy within the Chantry, and later finds out that the group of blood mages is planning to attack the current divine, Beatrix III. In order to perform this assassination, the blood mages first kidnap an elven girl from the circle of magi, Avexius, who has the ability to control beasts at her will, and this is to be used in a ritual to control dragons. However, before these blood mages can perform the ritual, the Seekers, including Cassandra, attack the group of blood mages who abducted the girl. The Seekers kill most of the blood mages, but their leader, Fenric, escapes by shapeshifting into a crow. The elven girl Avexius is then saved by the Seekers, but High Seeker Aldrin refuses to return Avexius to the Circle, claiming she is too important to the blood mages and is not safe there. Later at night, Cassandra finds Byron taking the girl from the prison. This confuses Cassandra, as Byron taught her everything she knew as a Seeker, and acting as a father figure for her. Things do not always go to plan, it seems. When Byron is taking the girl to safety, they are then attacked by a group of blood mages. Byron is killed, and the blood mages take Avexius. Cassandra captures one of the mages trying to flee the scene. However, he does not claim to be one of the blood mages. He says he was the friend that Byron spoke of. The mage eventually convinces Cassandra, and then they go on their quest to find proof of the conspiracy. Cassandra and Regalen, the friend of Byron, eventually find a man named Lazaro, who claims to have vital information on the blood mages. Lazaro had betrayed Cassandra. He set up an ambush for the blood mages so they could kill Cassandra once and for all. Cassandra quickly overcame the blood mages, and she had Lazaro at knife point. She ordered him to give up the vital information he had received, and he did. Cassandra learned of two other co-conspirators. One was Knight Commander Martel, the other, Callista, the Grand Cleric of Orlais. Cassandra had all the proof she needed, so she told the High Seeker. However, when the High Seeker went to tell the Divine of the plan and all the proof he had, the Knight Commander had killed him. Cassandra jailed the Knight Commander, accusing him of betraying the Chantry, and decapitated him for his treachery. After she had killed the Knight Commander, 4 dragons emerged, being controlled by Avexius, who in turn was being controlled by Fenric. The dragons had begun to attack the Divine. However, Cassandra, with the help of a few mages, had took down each dragon one by one. The assassination on the Divine was over. The Divine's life had been saved. As Cassandra and a group of other Seekers got the Divine to safety, Regalen and some other Circle mages had confronted Fenric, who had transformed into a pride demon. After the Divine had reached safety, Cassandra had returned to the fight, stabbing Fenric in the back of the skull and killing him forever. After this, she rallied the crowd, shouting, "For the Chantry!" After the battle, Cassandra and Regalen are in a dark room. Regalen expresses his feelings for Cassandra. However, she says this is not the time, but kisses him gently on the cheek. When the doors finally opened, Cassandra and Regalen walk through the crowd, holding hands with Avexius up to the Divine. Cassandra is proclaimed Hero of Orlais and the right hand of the Divine by Beatrix III. Cassandra asks how she can serve the Divine, as the Divine places a book in her arm. We do not see or hear from Cassandra Pentagust again until 940 of the Dragon Age, where she is in official business for the Divine in Kirkwall, where she is interrogating Varric Tethras about Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall. Cassandra's interest in Hawk is due to the fact that he was there when the Mage Rebellion started in Kirkwall that set off the Mage Templar War. She believes that understanding Hawk's actions could be the key to preventing the war that threatens to engulf all of Thedas. At the start of her interrogation with Varric, she believes that Hawk is responsible for the Mage Templar War. She believes that Hawk went to Kirkwall to spread rumours about the Chantry. Throughout Cassandra's interrogation of Varric, she suddenly realises she has been terribly misinformed about Hawk's actions, and in conclusion, at the end of her interrogation, she believes that Knight Commander Meredith was the central cause of the outbreak of the rebellion in Kirkwall, though Varric suggests that either the Idol or Anders was equally responsible. At the end of Cassandra's interrogation, she asks Varric if he knows of Hawk's whereabouts. as she believes he is the only one that can prevent the Mage and Templar conflict. Varric admits that even he doesn't know himself, but he is not convinced that Hawke is dead. As Cassandra is satisfied with the answer, she releases the dwarf. As Cassandra leaves the Amell family estate, there is a group of seekers outside. Finally, a woman with red hair emerges. It is Liliana. Liliana is wearing similar armor to Cassandra's. Liliana asks Cassandra if she was successful at finding out the champion of Kirkwall's location. However, she informs her that the disappearance was the same as the Warden commander. Liliana then asks Cassandra if they should continue with their original plan. After this, Liliana tells her to believe in the Maker and trust him. This is the last we see of Cassandra for now. However, many people have speculated what this original plan was. Some people believe that this is the beginning of the Inquisition, that they are searching for members to join the Inquisition's ranks. These speculations have been made, as we now know that Divine Justinia V was the one that started the Inquisition. She decided to rebuild it as a result of the Mage-Templar conflict, and that the Templars have abandoned their duties. Due to the Templars leaving their posts and hunting the mages, there is no one left to protect the people of Thedas. Therefore, the Inquisition was constructed and resurrected to bring peace back to the world of Thedas. In the upcoming Dragon Age Inquisition, Cassandra Pentagist is one of our Inquisitor's companions. Throughout the trailers we have saw much about Cassandra Pentagist, but we have also saw information on the official Dragon Age website. On the website there is a little bit of information about Cassandra Pentagist. One of them is a blurb about her history and her role in Inquisition. The blurb reads, "Though of noble birth, Cassandra Pentagist turned her back on a life of wealth and privilege to join the Seekers of Truth. The Ancient Order serves as a watchful eye over corruption and magical threats, guaranteed ultimate authority in its investigations by the Chantry, or it did. Prior to the abandoning of their duties in response to the Mage Rebellion, Cassandra did not join her brothers in this, instead remaining loyal to the Divine Justinia V and her efforts to restore order in the face of chaos. She is both poised and driven, the sword in the right hand of the Divine, seeking justice above all else." In an interview with David Gator, lead writer of Dragon Age Inquisition, he has stated that Cassandra no longer sees the world as black and white as she did in Dragon Age 2. She now sees many shades of grey. She now questions her own beliefs as well as other people's. When asked if Cassandra Pentagist is a noble ally in Dragon Age Inquisition, David Gator responded saying, "Once Cassandra commits to a cause, she jumps in with both feet, and the Inquisition is no exception." In Dragon Age Inquisition, we also know that Cassandra gets on well with some of our party members, most notably the Iron Bull and Vivian, as she is said to see eye to eye with them. In a promotional picture for Dragon Age Inquisition, Cassandra was described as the Believer. What could this mean, you may be asking? Well, I believe that this means Cassandra is fully committed to the Inquisition, and she believes that the Inquisition will help the world no matter what. As I mentioned earlier, Cassandra Pentagist is in a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition's trailers, most notably when she first meets the Inquisitor. She says, "You walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you, the only one who escaped the blast that killed thousands, and you have no idea how you survived. At this moment, you are the only threat I see." We can assume that this is their first meeting, as the breach can be seen in the background while Cassandra is talking to our Inquisitor. This could mean that at the start of Dragon Age Inquisition, we do not start off as the leader of the Inquisition. Cassandra and Liliana are obviously the figureheads during the beginning of the game, where our Inquisitor must gain the trust of them and eventually take his proper role at the head of the Inquisition. Cassandra was also announced to be a male-only romance option. However, this brings up problems. For example, what happened to Regalen after Dawn of the Seeker? The reason I mention Regalen is that it is assumed that after Dawn of the Seeker, the two of them became romantically involved. However, this is pure speculation, and nothing has been confirmed. The last thing I'd like to talk about with Cassandra is about gameplay-wise for Dragon Age Inquisition. Obviously we know she is a sword and shield warrior, but that is it. We do not know her specialization. One could assume that she is a champion or a reaver. However, I do not believe she is a Templar. The reason for this is that she's a Seeker. She's never been a Templar, therefore she would not know the Templar training, and she could never achieve that specialization. Cassandra could also have a unique specialization, like the characters in Dragon Age 2 had. I could see her being a Seeker of Truth perhaps, though I don't know what abilities and skills would involve in this tree. What do you guys think? What are your opinions on this skill tree or anything on this video? Please comment down below and let me know. I'd love to have a discussion with you guys. Please subscribe and thanks for watching. Bye.